Happy Friday. Happy hour. Happy hour. We're all here. Joel's going to be here in a second. I believe he's pouring himself a little something. But we're excited. It's Friday. This is the first time we're live on YouTube, by the way. So I'm going to drop that link in the chat. I'm going to do this a couple of times. But if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please do that. So we can get those numbers. Look, it comes out of all three of our socials right at once in the chat. That's obnoxious. It's obnoxious.
Just like us.
Just like us. But all right, Joel's back, so no more touting anything. It's time. It's time. We made it happen.
Joel tied up the
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Joel tied up the man bun.
Do you want it back down?
I was gonna get a whole 2 or 3 minutes out of you having a mullet, but whatever. We'll stick with. No, it's all right. It's all right. Leave it up.
Here it comes.
I just want to. Oh wow.
That is majestic. Man. That is MTV 1988 right there.
I can't wait to rip that video from this and like slow it down and put some. That is going to be great. For those keeping track at home, yes, this was clear liquid today, but it was not vodka. We have moved on to tequila, which is much easier. And
I had this. Oh.
Wow. You gonna say what it is?
It is Captain Morgan's Jacko Blast Pumpkin Spice Shot.
Incredible.
Pumpkin spice rum? Is that rum? I'm guessing with Captain.
Probably not. It's probably just some like bad liqueur. I just feel the need, Billy, to make you jealous by saying I have run my fingers through Joel's hair. It is a thing I have done, and you should be jealous.
And that's another reminder. If you subscribe to our Patreon, you can watch that.
We'll pay you to watch that.
For those tuning in for the first time, we've been doing this. I think this is 3 or 4 Fridays in a row now where we do happy hour. So we encourage you to get a beverage, whether you are on the East Coast or the West Coast. I don't care if you're still at work. I think you should. Yeah. And separately from our podcast, which is a little bit more organized, this is kind of like free flowing. Last week we ripped vendors for 35 minutes. Yeah. So this week, feel free to get in the chat if there's something that happened this week that you need us to talk about. Get in there, and for every Jason, what are you doing? You petting the pumpkin?
Looking at Corinne's comment.
Yeah, well, Greg came right back with hard disagree. P.S. Liquor looks great. Sounds great. And then Jeffrey said, not sure how I feel about that. Obnoxious me posting during the live happy hours. Obnoxious. Cheers, fellas. No, that's not obnoxious. That's what we specifically asked for you to do that, Jeff. So thank you.
Yeah. It's obnoxious that you're not going to comment.
Yeah.
I think I've made this reference before, but if I haven't, I'm gonna blow it into the world for the first time here. But Joel has church Easter play Jesus hair. That's what Joel's rocking right now.
He sure does.
Church Easter play Jesus hair.
He sure does. I love this.
If you didn't grow up in the church, you may not know what I'm talking about. You may not catch that reference, but someone in the church always had to play Jesus, and they always had to grow that hair.
And since Joel has gotten to this point, I've been praying to him every night. Rachel,
yes.
I want to share Rachel's the Straw Gator beer ice cold, but Rachel is commenting from the YouTube page. So
wow.
Question for Rachel. I need to know this from Rachel. Is Straw Gator in a Beta beer? Is that a strawberry Andy Gator beer? Because if it is,
wouldn't that be Straw Beta?
Well, a Beta brewery in Louisiana.
Right, I know.
And so they have a beer called Andy Gator, which is this like weird kind of like malt liquor that's super high ABV and delicious. Ooh. And they do this lovely strawberry ale. And
All right.
so if they're combining it, then I'd be super pumped.
All right. Well, Rachel, please clarify. I want to share two things. Gabby said youth pastor-esque. And Gabby, I would like to agree with you, but I'm not going to, because Joel would have to have only a soul patch. If he had just a soul patch in there, then I would give you the youth pastor cred.
Hold on. Let me go shave.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Craig says new hat. New hat for Billy. Shout out.
One
to
hat
Pop-
happy hour.
Okay.
One hat happy hour.
Rachel said it is. You can have them mix them at the bar if they don't have. I imagine straw gator. Can I get a straw gator?
Not Strogator.
Not Stragator. No. yeah. Kelsey, I know you missed last week, so you had reached out. So I'm glad you're here for this week. And then, oh my God, Rachel has some higher ed news. Rachel, at some point you have to run this account. I think. Like so far, you have contributed more than we have. So continue. And then Kelsey also said she day drank with fellow HDs today and heading to the cidery soon. That's great. Listen, if we've instilled anything, it's that we should drink a little bit earlier on Friday than we already do. All right. Thanks everybody for coming. We're excited to be back. We don't really have much to talk about except for we've been working on our South by Southwest submission. Right?
Yeah, Mike ran a completely 80s movie, hard cut, stop the video. You may wonder what I'm doing here kind of experience for us. So that's going to go over well with the panel picker, I think.
Yeah, I am embarrassed how long it took me to both record myself and also edit. Like it should have been a 10-minute project that took me almost over an hour. There's a lot of drafts in my GarageBand of me dropping F-bombs.
Which would go over well.
A lot of that, a lot of yelling.
Which again,
right,
grab our Patreon on, and you can hear Mike drop the F-bomb in deleted take.
Okay. Oh, whoa. Wait, hold on. Rachel's actually sharing positive news with us, and do we have to vote if we share positive stuff here?
Share positive stuff. We'll give it an overhead clap.
Rachel, yes.
Congratulations.
Overhead clap.
Rachel.
Overhead
Found out
clap.
today her master's portfolio was approved.
Yeah, buddy.
In December. That's so exciting. Congratulations. I also have some higher ed news that I'm excited to talk about, and actually that reminded me.
Before we leave Rachel though, let's we talked on Wednesday about all those grad school myths and terrible advice. So let's hope that Rachel getting that portfolio done, getting ready to graduate, isn't going to fall into any of those traps we talked about on Wednesday. Let's hope that she's getting better advice than collectively we got 8 to 10 years ago.
I would say she's finishing in December, which is definitely better advice. Like she's already off to a great start. She's finishing in December. Hold on, Kelsey said she's playing Cards Against Humanity. That's a good drinking game. Also, I love that there's chat going back and forth with each other that doesn't involve us. Like, oh, cidery. I'm looking for cideries near me. I like that. Look, and then where are you at? This is good. I'm just going to share this conversation.
Hey, if you're in Salem, Massachusetts, there's a great cidery there. Got my Salem reference. I'm good.
There we go. Salem in. Everybody take a drink.
Wait till November.
Jeff says, Youth of Higher Ed now across all social platforms, and congrats, Rach. We are on all social platforms now, and this came up on Wednesday. If you open up the old Tiki-Taki, if you're a young person, and you search Humans of Higher Ed, you're going to find us now. And this is a good reminder. This is a good reminder to sign up for subscribe to both our YouTube page and our TikTok. This is going to hold on. This is good. Down East and Boston is fantastic. This was the news I was going to get to. The University of South Florida, the College of Education, go Bulls, where I got my master in curriculum and instruction, which I got to say, out of all the names, Eugene, let's give it up for Eugene, everybody. Forget what we're saying. Yeah, hi, Eugene. Hi, Eugene. But the University of South Florida named their program, it was like a Master's of Education in Curriculum and Instruction. The bullshittery you can do with a label like that? Curriculum and Instruction. Yeah, that's pretty
appreciated. Yeah, I'd be proud of that if I was you, Mike.
No, I mean, I'm proud that I get to
Yeah.
swindle it into a way, like, and to use it in ways that I did. I mean, I did no curriculum and no instruction, and somehow that's the name of it. It should have been like ice breaking and team building. Anyways, burying the lead, University of South Florida, go Bulls, close the College of Education.
But the master's program is still open. It's the undergrad College of Education that's closed.
Oh, so, okay.
I've got a buddy who's faculty there. He doesn't feel great. And so if you want to use your voice to help support our friends at the master's program and let the Florida community know how important education is right now in the state of Florida, you should go and make your voice heard. Yeah, is that it? Is this Bulls?
That's the Bulls.
Yeah.
That's the Bulls, yeah.
I flirted with the idea of going of making a bad spelling joke because they always like SOUTH, ready, go Bulls. But now they don't have a College of Education. All right, so it's just undergrad. That's good because I was
worried for you, Mike. I thought your diploma was going to disappear like at the end of Avengers, like Thanos snaps his finger and your degree is just gone. Like I thought that's how that worked.
Yeah, well, hey, Jason, shout out to your faculty member friend who's down there. I loved the graduate program, so it is a bummer that it's leaving. I mean, the graduate program's still there, but the College of Education itself is great. But I'm still going to use it as a joke.
My graduate higher ed program actually sent an email today asking if we had interested students that are looking at going to grad school because it's hashtag Careers in Student Affairs Month. So if anybody's interested in the University of Connecticut HESA program, go Huskies. We don't have a hand thing for that. But if anybody's interested, they've got some open houses coming up. I'll throw them I'll throw them on the page or something.
There we go. All right, I'm going to share.
If you got students looking for a program, send them UConn's way.
I get a couple more comments I want to share, and then we get some good. We got a good question by Craig that I want to get to. Greg, I know Greg. Listen, man, you've pumped up both Twitch and Among Us a couple weeks in a row. I do. I don't have any
Among Us night. We do. We really do.
Listen, I feel like in order to do Twitch, we need someone who's willing to produce it, to run it. Because I don't know Twitch, and I'm assuming I'm the most savvy when it comes to this stuff of the four of us, right? Jason's holding a phone up.
What?
I'm trying to pull up Among Us, and it's loading. There we go.
Yeah. But so, Greg, or if someone is willing to produce it through Twitch for us and be the host of it, yes, we will do this 100%. I made a TikTok this week. I made a YouTube page.
Mike is tapped. Mike is tapped for social media.
That's all I got. We also no way TikTok millennials are taking over. I know. And this is Rachel. Rachel now commenting on Facebook. Love to see Rachel hitting all the social media. We are millennials and Gen Zs over TikTok. That's true. Honestly, it depends on what you look at. There's a lot of subgenres of TikTok that are bananas. All right, hold on. Let's get to Craig's question so that we can have some structure here. Worst on campus interview
good
question.
Job, Craig. This
is good. If anybody wants to, I gotta catch up on the comments. So if anybody wants to kick us off on this,
I've got a question that will always go down in my mind. Is someone once asked, What is the last job you want? Like before you retire, what is the last job you want? It's I could have 7 jobs between now and retirement. I can't tell you what I want the last one to be. So I said governor. I don't know. I would like to be a governor someday. How about that? That was my answer. Did not get the job.
I love that. Governor's good.
I don't.
Before we get to the next one, I just want Jeffrey's leaving, but I want to share this because this is good. One happy hour, we do need to just go through Billy's cookbook. I love this idea. Oh, Corinne, slide into those DMs, Corinne.
Nice.
This is what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Also, Glenn, you guys can do it together.
Is governor the VPSA of politics?
Yes. Yes.
So do you understand Kevin's comment?
No, there's been a lot of stuff about your hand motions in here.
Well, I did a husky thing. So this is my husky. This is what I do with dogs.
I
we
thought
have
that was
3 dogs, and I do this to them a lot. I don't know why. It's what I do. But Kevin's comment in particular, if you have not played Among Us, that is, it's what you do. So there's one person who is the imposter, and you have to figure out who it is and vote them out. But along the way, you accidentally vote out the wrong people a lot, and it's super fun. That's it.
This reminds me of the party game Mafia. I don't know if your party. It's essentially like an app Mafia. Okay.
Yeah.
100%. There's also a really nice Jackbox version of it called Button. That's super fun. It's kind of like that. It's all there.
That's a good one. All right, I want to go back to Craig's question, and the reason I'm not going to say it's the worst interview. This isn't the worst on-campus interview question I got, but I want to share this question because it was asked by someone else in this live stream right now, and to me, and I stole this question, and I used it only because whenever I was asked to come up with a question, I just remember Billy asking me this back in like 2009. It was if 3 months down the road, say we don't go with you.
I know this question. Okay.
What's the thing we're going to miss the most by not having you here? Pretty good question. Pretty good question, Billy. I stole that one. So,
I think lots of people have stolen that. Anybody I've been on an interview panel with, I normally go to that. That's a solid question for me, and I feel like a lot of people have taken that. So for everybody watching tonight, that's a great question to ask people.
It is a good one. My worst one, though, I remember someone asking, like, what do you do when you're really upset to feel better? And what they were trying to, I think, get to was, like if you're stressed out, how do you maintain like balance? But they alluding to the fact that, like, hey, if you take this job, you're going to be really upset a bunch. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no! The light went out.
Mikey.
Mike!
It just got, like, so dark. All right. Somebody else share some advice while I fix this.
You go, Joe.
Ahead. No, go ahead.
So I don't know the worst specific question. I know, like, I've heard others use garbage questions like, if you could be any brick in the wall, which brick would you buy? I want to be the one that gets shot in the face because that's a terrible question and I don't want to answer. But the absolute worst on-campus interview I ever had was an internal interview. When I met with the students were not given my name or resume in advance. They were told a mystery surprise candidate. And so I was the only internal candidate. I walk in and they were just like, well, who's going to do your old job? You can't take the job. You can't ever do this. They didn't ask me a single question because they were so freaked out at the gap that would be if I moved to a different role. And that was just, I had no idea that they didn't know. So it was just a nightmare for me.
Yikes. That's pretty bad. I want to share Greg's real quick. Was Robin Hood a hero or a villain?
Hero, baby.
Hero.
Management doesn't want to hear that. Jason, you bring up like the worst type of interviews are always internal interviews. Like when you have to sit around your peers and justify what you've been doing that they've been helping with or seeing or experiencing for 2 or 3 or 5 years, whatever, that's the worst. It's like, hey, you remember that time that I bailed your ass out? Or you remember the time that you didn't do enough advertising? You needed me to. It's like, just give me the damn job.
Yeah. I also remember being in an interview where 2 of the people that were in that session asking me questions didn't like each other. And they were like getting upset with the questions the other person were asking. And so like before I would be asked the question, but before I would get to answer, the other person would be like, well, that's actually not relevant to your position. So I'm not sure why so-and-so would ask that question. And I knew
that wasn't one of my interviews, was it? Like I didn't. Okay, just making sure that wasn't.
I wish it was because it would have been the red flag I needed to stay away. Joel, do you have anything anything that sticks out for you?
No, I mean it was the interviews that were like a day and a half. Like, there's no reason to make someone sleep over at like this place. Like, there's just no reason.
Unless you're traveling and you've got a 6 to 8 hour interview, and if you're not going to put me up for the night, I'm going to fight.
I mean, yeah, if you're traveling across the country, sure, but the interview, what the hell? Like, but don't make the interview span 2 days. Like, this like was a 2-day interview for an RD and like program coordinator dual position. There's no reason. That's a 2-3 hour interview tops.
Yeah. The only time I liked it was at MIT, Joel, when they like put you up at a really nice hotel, and I really liked that. I was like, that's the only time I'm going to stay at a nice hotel. Yeah.
I too, one of my first job interviews ever was at MIT for a job I didn't get, and they put me up in a very nice hotel. And
the Pyramid Hotel. I call it the Pyramid.
Oh, I wasn't at that one. I was at another one, but it was lovely and it was great.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to get. Sorry, Joel. Go ahead.
Billy, what was your first like non-higher ed industry interview like? Because mine was
they're completely different.
Yeah, so the one to get out of higher ed was 4 hours. I met with 4 different teams for an hour, and every single one of them the whole entire time was apologizing for how long the interview process was. And I was like, this is 4 hours. Like, this is child's play in higher ed. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. I have to share this, and Joel, you might remember this. Students getting naked in interviews. So I already worked at the institution. But I remember I believe I was bringing said candidate to and from a certain residence hall to meet with students, and somebody just started taking their clothes off during the interview. And you know what? They didn't take the job.
Yep, and the students don't get in trouble there because why would they?
Right. Yeah.
Wait. Why? You told like 40% of the story. I need at least 20% more of that story.
No, that's the story.
They were interviewing for a residence hall position, and because at this institution it acts like it's the first institution, and so like the students are more powerful than the government, and so they are ultimately the ones who decide who gets hired and who doesn't. And so they want to make sure that you're comfortable with nudity. And this is also the same school where we were supposed to chaperone or supervise parties that were happening where like you might run into an orgy, but like just play it cool. Everyone's seen an orgy. And you know what? Not everyone has seen an orgy. I don't think that's a common.
Sorry,
were you interviewing for a job in a Bret Easton Ellis book like that? What are you talking? Jason got that. I like that Jason was with me on that. Like, what are you talking about? Someone just started taking clothes off in an interview as like a power move.
It's the sequel to Rules of Attraction, Billy.
That's you're with me here. What the hell?
Yeah, it was. Oh man, it was that great, Jennifer. Thank you for sharing that. Also, shout out to Jennifer, who I haven't talked to in forever. Nice to have you in the chat.
All the people asking what school that is, you don't want to know because it will terrify you.
Yeah, it rhymes with Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
What could
Can I go back to Joel's question for a second?
Yeah.
So the first corporate interview I did, I'm just gonna say the name here, Anheuser-Busch. Anheuser-Busch brought us in, and I say us because there were at least 4 of us in a group interview. So there was me and like one of my cohort mates and like another person from another school, and then like complete strangers in the room, and they're just asking us questions, crosstalk and all. Like, part of it was, I guess, to see how you interact with other people. And my favorite memory from this, and this is why I love to tell the story, is the person, like the evaluator in front of me at one point, where my name was on her like pad of paper, wrote "too smug" and then covered it with her phone. But she didn't cover it with her phone until she saw me looking at it.
Yeah.
You know what though? I am too smug. It's a valid concern that I have to work on.
The right amount of smug, Billy.
But yeah, shout out to Anheuser-Busch for bringing in just a row of people.
Oh, it's
5
so funny.
people on one side of the table, 5 people on the other side.
Crossfire!
Yeah.
Please throw up Greg's comments because I'm losing my mind.
Wait, I'm going to catch up on the comments right now because there were a lot of good ones we missed. All right, Gabby said during an interview she had asked her personal stance on ESA. The interviewer then proceeded to tell me their very strong opinion. I've actually seen that happen a couple of times too. I don't know what it is about ESAs where people are like, let me put my flag that's incorrect down. Like I got to plant it here. It's very awkward's the right word. Crystal reforming Billy's question. So Mike, we haven't had a good time with you. What are we gonna miss out when you don't work here? Mike, is your house haunted? No, I bought a new light I'm very excited about, but I was scrambling today and I didn't charge it well enough. So here we go. Wait, no, there was some oh my gosh, there's a lot of weird stuff that I missed. Oh my goodness.
Throw up Andrews.
All right, hold on. Kevin said he had a Skype interview where they were sitting next to a window air conditioning unit that was on so high they couldn't hear me and kept turning it on and off as the office got too hot. That's so funny. That's so funny.
Can we just clarify on that? That was the person they were interviewing was like cutting the air conditioner off and getting too hot, or they were the interviewee?
I'm assuming the interviewers were doing that.
Oh, okay. Because that would suck if you were like trying to give your best impression, but also sweating your bits off. That would suck.
I love this comment by Brittany too, because no one's ever been a part of an interview where they're like, "Hey, I loved the presentation I was forced to watch." Like, come on, why are we doing that? Especially when it's like, well, whatever. There's no need for me to do this right now.
I had a school in New Hampshire that gave you a prompt and like an hour, and you had to like sit there in an office with PowerPoint and like present your idea, your program. It was, I can't remember which New Hampshire school it was. I did not get the job, but definitely up north New Hampshire. I can't remember. It's not Keene State. That's south, but whatever.
So one of my GA interviews asked if I had any questions at the start. They made it clear that they would not leave time at the end, so I asked them now. What a power move!
That is a tactic.
I need to play Among Us because they're like, don't go fix your lights so you'll die. The biggest concern is I ran home from the train and I got too hot and I took my pants off, and so I was nervous as I was like skirting across the side if I could shut the light off without anybody seeing my booty. He failed the electrical room test. This is good. I think we're getting close to the beginning. I applied for sales jobs, and the art director asked me a bunch of really obscure questions like F, marry, kill. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, Rachel. I don't know if we give out T-shirts or anything, but Rachel needs to get one at some point.
Next time I'm in Baton Rouge, Rachel, I will bring you a T-shirt.
Yeah. Kevin said he had a student fall down a flight of steps, cut her knee wide open during her interview. I somehow got the job because I cared about her well-being.
The funny thing about that is that school makes one student fall down every interview just to see what would happen. It really blew their insurance budget out, but it was worth it to find out.
If you don't see rando naked students at campus, they're even in higher ed. HR must be very interesting at that school. Craig, it was. And Jennifer was right. There was 2 people on campus at the same time that day. You're absolutely right.
Oh, no.
2 people saw naked people.
I remember that, yeah.
Oh, Greg.
This is my comment.
Greg, Maddie, Rachel, Jennifer. Once we get T-shirts, you get one.
Magical T-shirts.
What else did I miss here? Here we go. When I was interviewing for coordinator jobs, the director asked me to schedule a double elimination tournament by hand. I told the director that there are lots of free programs that do it for me. That's true. The internet, sir.
But what if the internet goes down and we still have to have the tournament?
Yeah, can you do a bracket? All right, this is good. Good comment. I ran really fast. Wait, hold on. Joel, what was the one I missed? You said I missed Andrews?
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah.
All the perfect people looking for job postings.
It pays well.
Yeah.
They pay as well. So
For anyone who's curious, when Mike took his pants off, he did it off camera. So he kind of did it like right over there.
Yeah, did it over here.
Yeah, it was just like that. And he's like, pants. So it's all good. We're all fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still wearing I still have clothes on, guys. I'm not going crazy. All right, F, marry, kill your favorite student development theorist. No. Maddie, I like this, but I don't feel comfortable with it.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Send us in the chat. During the interview with the director, halfway through, they started checking his email on his laptop. Wow, that's fun. And Jacqueline said, I did not apply to a school for an RD position because they only had paper app. Whoa, wow. My favorite applications are they were like, here's our email address. Send us.
Yeah. That's the best.
Yeah.
No system to go through, no uploading and then retyping. Just put it in an email and let it rip.
So that paper application makes me think very much of the Professional Association for Student Leaders that only takes virtual conference registration by fax.
Yeah.
By fax.
Like, come on. If I have to fax it to you, just give me your phone number and I'll text it. Like, if we're faxing things, you might as well receive it by.
What's wild? So I don't know if any of you saw this saga unfold on my Twitter when I found out I had to fax all of these forms in, and we don't have a fax. So we tracked one down on campus and we faxed it, and we sent them an email saying, hey, we faxed the forms and we don't think they went through. And they're like, yeah, we turned the fax off because our office isn't being staffed. And you still will only accept faxes. And they're like, oh, just email it to us. Just done that to start with. Couldn't you have just done that? No.
Seriously.
No.
All right, a couple more things I wanted to share over here. Andrew said 100% F Maslow. That man knows. Andrew, A+. Kevin said I had a VPSA, tell me I had a master's in turf management, and then asked me why I cared about students.
Hell yeah. Turf management, man. That's a good degree.
Yeah. Rachel says healthcare is the only field that still gets used tag. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to go back to this. Did you just say Texas Tech? Is that why you just said that right now?
No, I just
Texas
turf management. That's a badass degree. I could have gotten, when I was looking through the course catalog when I first went to A&M, I was like, do I get a minors in poultry science just for the fuck of it? Might as well.
Oh, so I went to grad school at the University of Arkansas. Go Hogs. They have a poultry law degree there, like the poultry law. It's amazing. Bird law, chicken law. It's great.
Bird law in this country is not governed by reason.
We're gonna keep going with which theorists we'd give it to, kill, and marry. But I'm gonna throw this in the chat again. I'm gonna try to do it just from our YouTube so I don't send it 3 times. If we just started our YouTube channel, which we're gonna start streaming on a bunch more, and then also posting some of our old videos and new videos, because your boy got a green screen. But if you haven't followed yet, please smash the like and subscribe, get the notifications, all that stuff. And then, as discussed earlier, if you @ Humans of Higher Ed on the old TikTok, you're gonna find us. I wanted to get that out there one more time. I don't even know, man. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, Hogs. Incredible. Kevin said he prefers carrier pigeon. Rachel, Razorbacks to be exact.
Pig suey.
What else we got here? Charlie Day's. What's Charlie Day's alma mater?
I think Emerson. No, I don't know.
It's not Emerson.
It's somewhere in Massachusetts, but it's not Emerson.
It is. I know where it's at. It's not far from Emerson. They do wear the Emerson College football shirt on It's Always Sunny. I'm pretty sure Charlie went to Merrimack.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, like real life Charlie.
Real life
Yeah.
Charlie, yeah.
Not Charlie from the bar.
Yeah, I was thinking Charlie from the bar. I thought you were saying he did a speech. He did a graduation speech at Merrimack recently, right?
Yeah.
A commencement speech.
Oh, did he yell a lot? I'm sure he yelled a lot.
I think he was really good. I think he was good.
I love it when he yells. He can just yell at me forever.
Yeah, now we're gonna do F, Marry, Kill, Yell.
Please.
Oh goodness! All right, what else are we missing today? I feel like there was another thing we were gonna. Billy, didn't you threw something in our little chatty chat that you were thinking about bringing up tonight, right?
I don't remember now.
You did. It was
the Yukon thing, right?
It's the Yukon thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I pulled the email up. I'm gonna promote it one more time here while we've got the audience. Virtual information sessions for the University of Connecticut HESA program, October 28th and November 16th. Slide in the DMs if you want more information. 2 thumbs up for Yukon HESA.
I thought you had another bit though. I thought you had something about was this not for the podcast? It was for something else. It was about voting.
Oh
Register
yeah, no,
to vote.
I'm just concerned about all those like little bugs you get like when you open an app and it's like, hey, are you
Oh,
registered to vote? Like everybody gets that. Like I don't want everybody to get that. I only want people that are going to vote for a candidate I agree with to get that. I don't want everybody that opens the CVS app to get reminded to vote.
Yeah, I mean that's
just remind people that are going to vote the right way.
right.
Is there a
Right.
filter for that? Is that a thing?
It's not a thing.
There should be.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming they're monitoring everything we're doing right now anyway, so that they know. Like they, All right, hold on. Kelly said one of the schools I interned at has a funeral services department.
Well, yeah.
Whole world needs funerals.
Someone's got to do it.
Yep.
Gabby said he also did the curtain of distraction at my alma mater.
Charlie Day. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, here we go. Kelsey is now, I'm assuming, either at the cidery or this is from earlier today during day drinking. He said, if you want to know what the other HDs and I were talking about while drinking, we agreed that our housing department would ask us about vacancies. I thought they said vaccines. Vacancies at one of the other HD funerals. Oh my gosh. That got darker by the end. I didn't expect that. Again, I need to
get Mike, you got to read the comments before you throw them on the screen.
I need to get, not that this is a bad comment. I was coming in high and then we ended low. No, that is true. That does feel like, especially in housing, that feels like they've got like an NFL mentality where they're like, next person up.
Take him off the bench. We've got an RA who can do this. Yeah.
And it's not just the directors. It's not just the directors, but like some of your coworkers would be honestly pissed if one of your coworkers died because it's like, damn it, now I got to cover his duty shifts. Like that's some people would have that. It wouldn't be us. We're better than that. But there are some people in res life who would totally just jump right to that.
Yeah, there's no department quite like residence life when it comes to hiring, having like a strict hiring guidelines, qualifications. But then when a vacancy happens last minute where they're like, well, Greg was an RA from September to November. And sure, he's a junior, but I think he could do a good job on call. Like they will throw shit out the window to make sure like the administrator on call rotation doesn't get too fluffed. Like they will. Unbelievable.
If you're trying to get an RD job in May, it's like the final level of Ninja Warrior on NBC. If you're trying to get like a fill-in RD position in November, first come, first served.
I know. It's unbelievable.
Please throw up Kevin's comment.
Our school, what? Kevin, what is this?
Well, no, not that one.
Hey, that's a great comment, though. I'm intrigued by the cockroach race.
We're here to remember Jenny, but more importantly, who gets the duty call. This is exactly right.
Give it to the priest.
Also, here we go. Kelsey, about to go to the cider, and the fire alarm is going off, and I'm tipsy. All right, so don't respond to this call, Kelsey. This is like now there's evidence against you. You gotta comment correctly. You know what I mean? Like don't put yourself out there like that.
Christian's comment.
Yeah, hold on. I want to get Andrews too. They would still expect a dead person to work them. This school will remain nameless, but they laid a person off on their birthday. Department still. Honestly, you know what though? That's the best gift you can give when laying somebody off is to force the rest of the office to go to a party. That like sorry, go ahead.
That's Office Space, like the sequel at college.
Listen, I'm done. I'm not coming back to higher ed. I've not only have I burned the bridges, but I have like out of an action movie, doused it with gasoline, like, and then like lit it up. All right. But at one of the last places I've worked, they did this thing called once a month. I think it was just called like Happy Time, or it was not Happy Time. It was called whatever. Who cares? Sunshine Club. It was called Sunshine Club. And once a month, they would do everybody's birthday that month. They'd like celebrate everybody's birthday, which sounds nice. But here's the thing. It was a bunch of like little cubicles, and they had a tight, narrow hallway where one mic could fit. Okay. So we're not even talking a full-size person. We're talking like a mini-sized person. And then like 25 people would come in there. And the idea is we just like hang out for 35 minutes to celebrate everybody's birthdays. It was awful. So if you were going to lay me off, I want it to be on my Sunshine Club month, and everyone needs to hang out. Ugh.
Can you throw Kevin's question? Because it feels important.
All right, hold on. I was going on a hold on. I got to post this up. I'm not drinking until I start throwing
Amber.
It's a good American combination, axes and beer.
Hey, Craig, somebody died for that job. Just throw that out there, Craig. We need a Hoey community page where we can talk to one another where y'all not live. This shit's funny. We do. We need like a Discord or something.
It's just therapy, Greg. It's just therapy.
Yeah, it really is way more dangerous for Jason and everybody in the comments than it is for the three of us. All right. So what I'm hearing is that I'm trying to now read them before I post them. So what I'm hearing is that when I graduate, I should just go work retail for a few months and then apply. Yes, you will get it. You will get a job.
I want Kevin's comment. Right, this is important.
No, it wasn't, because someone's always like, "Oh, I did like a cool strawberry sourdough cake," and it's like, that's not cake. That's bread with strawberries. Like that's not. Oh,
that's angel food cake. That's
one of the things that I miss least about student affairs is when you would work at a place where like whoever's birthday it is now is responsible for the next person whose birthday it is, or vice versa. Like, did you ever work at staffs where like someone on the staff was responsible? So it was really a crapshoot of like if your birthday buddy was going to live up to your birthday effort.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to spend $60-$70 to have like a full spread for the birthday celebration? And then they're going to, crackers and cake or something like that. Like
crackers and cake, no cheese.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Crystal's comment up here. Sometimes you lose multiple directors in 1 year and then just don't get another. That's the thing. Crystal,
yes,
that's how I became a director. All right. I had no business being a director, but they were like, hey, it's either you or no director. And they were better off with no director. Awkward cupcakes. Absolutely. Oh, Sunshine Club. Brittany's here. Brittany knows. Sunshine Club. Garbage Club.
Throw up Rachel's comments because I have a story about the institution that I think Rachel's at that I work.
Where she just said, "Yep, I've worked somehow." Somewhere where they did that, or is there another comment?
No, below. Yep.
Oh.
My suite does that. So I worked at an institution in southern Louisiana that had multiple departments and areas that all functioned underneath one roof, and they would do a birthday celebration anytime someone had a birthday. And if you did not give $1 every month to the birthday coordinator, you would not be allowed to have a piece of that cake, no matter where you were in that moment. So if it was Joel's birthday and we were in a meeting together, they would bring the cake into the meeting and be like, Jason, you didn't give us $1. You can't have a piece of cake that's in front of you. And what's wild is it was option to share that dollar to pay for that cake was not an option for all departments under that roof. That was only very specific areas in that building. Area was never told when and where to give that dollar. So we would be in meetings with people and everyone else would be eating cake and we'd just be like,
God. I remember learning later that I could have opted out of it, that it was like a voluntary thing, but like once you got in, it was like blood brothers, right? They like cut your palm and you shook hands and then you had to make sure you brought fruit once a year. Oh, God. I'm
So again,
sorry.
careers and student affairs month. If you're not prepared to have to put up with this kind of birthday shenanigans, this isn't the field for you.
Honestly, I wish we had a GoPro on Kelsey right now. Like, I just want to know, like, are you now outside the building because the fire alarm's going off? Like, what's going on? Don't pass go, don't get cake. I like that. I bet Corinne and I could set up Discord for the community. We'll need an FTE dedicated.
Yes. Send the bill. Go ahead, send the bill.
Oh man. All right, let me see. Is there anything else I'm missing here that I need to throw up? Because now we'll just buy the next person's cake. Oh, that's good. So you like pass the cake forward. You pass it forward. And then Kelsey also said her birthday's Tuesday. Kelsey, we're really at the point where like straight up find a GoPro, get somebody to record all this. We're gonna put it on our YouTube. Listen, this is incredible. This is better than what we're doing. Yes, I am. The fire truck is here at the police. This is great.
Can we switch the stream over to her?
Yeah. honestly,
Kelsey, no,
Kelsey,
we're gonna stop talking and we're just gonna live stream Kelsey's comments. That's all we're gonna do.
All right, hold on. Kelsey, if you're paying attention, I'm straight up. I'm sending you a link right now, and it's up to you.
We want to see the students.
If you want to come on, you can't.
Kelsey, send us pictures of the firefighters, please.
I gotta find you on Twitter first, I think.
oh, yes, please do.
My goodness, this is
Add
gonna
me
be
to
fantastic.
the live.
All right, somebody else take on talking. Right,
Send her the link, Mike.
I'm doing it. I just shared that without reading it, so somebody else read it.
Kevin's calling her out, telling her to take control of the situation. Kevin, I think she has full control of the situation. She's live commenting it on this stream. That's control.
All
the
right.
students are in good hands with us.
You know, the one time.
Very responsible.
All right, Kelsey, the ball's in your court right now.
I still want to get back to the cockroach racing.
Oh yeah.
That was tossed out into the universe, and then we just moved right past it, as if we're not going to talk about cockroach racing. I want to know more about this. Is there a vendor? Is there a vendor out there that's like, hey,
God, I hope so.
For $1,500, we will bring out cockroaches that your students can raise.
It's not just a cockroach. It's a Madagascar cockroach which, if I'm correct, those are the hissing cockroaches. The really big ones are like this big. If you flash back to an early season of America's Next Top Model, there was like an entire photo shoot with one where Jade kisses it. Yeah, they're
so
Kelsey,
was that Christian?
Oh yeah, I think Kevin. Cockroach is being live streamed. Kevin. If you want. Hokey
Bug Fest.
Nice.
Oh God!
I'm gonna write that down. Hokey Bug Fest.
I'm also gonna share Kelly's comment because this is pretty funny. And now we go on location to Kelsey. Kelsey, thanks all. So we're out here. Very funny. Kelsey, the link, you have been sent the link on Twitter, so this is up to you now if you want to do this.
Mike, there's a fire. Come on.
There is a fire.
I'm gonna go to hokeyBugfest.org real quick and see what we're cooking here, because I'm really impressed that not only do they have a website for it, but that it's not just like, vt.edu/whatever, but it's like hokeyBugfest. That's impressive that they got a top level link there.
I mean, We get a
Aw.
link, Billy. Like, I don't know. Is it that impressive?
Did you ever have, when you were in higher education, did you ever have like a worldwideweb.hokiebugfest.org
No,
link
you're right. You're
specific for any of your programs?
You're right.
Give them
You're
their
right.
flowers, Mike. Give them their flowers.
You're right.
Hokiebugfest.org.
Flowers. Wait, what did shoot? We did squirrels when I lived in. Oh, you did squirrel races. That's what this is, Robert.
Oh, you can donate to Hokie Bug Fest. Look at this.
And Robert wanted to clarify. He is talking about students. All right. Kelsey says she's trying. Brittany with the great point. I wish we could reach out to Las Vegas to get these bets on the board. $10
or Easy Mac. It's Easy
all right.
Mac.
Kelsey, I'm glad you brought this up. This is good for anyone that attempts to join. Safari won't work, but Chrome or Firefox will be supported. Easy. Christian says Easy Mac.
Yeah.
And
With
No,
you,
it's-
Christian.
It's Friday afternoon. My money would be on Smoking Up. That would be my money.
Smoking Up. Yeah, ramen with no water added is an underrated guess. That happens so much. Toast is good. Oh, also Kevin also said there's a lot of ramen questions. It's not late enough for it to be Easy Mac. That's a good point. Like
See?
Easy Mac is. That's a good point. Wake or not wake and bake. I was gonna say wake. Oh, maybe wake from a nap and bake.
Yeah. Do we know what time zone? Do we know what time zone she's in? This could be a 420 situation out on the West Coast, right?
I think it's East Coast. I think it's Virginia.
Oh, okay.
If I remember from the first actual Zoom happy hour. we did.
Hey, I'm in the ballpark.
There.
Look at what the actual cause was.
Wait, where is it? I don't see it.
Oh, that may have just been a guess. Never mind. I got really excited. You know I like to win.
Wait, what was the?
There's a comment that says cigarette put out in a trash can. I thought that was
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, maybe they
Robert's with me on the Mary Jane boat. Yeah.
Maybe, Brittany made a good point. I don't ever understand how you don't add water. Gosh, I can imagine Kelsey right now is buzzed and outside of a residence hall while it's on fire, while she's trying to get her Apple ID so she can download Firefox to go from her phone. And it's gonna be like, honestly, the hype is so high right now. Like the buildup is great. It's gonna be hard to get there, but I believe.
We're gonna miss all the hot firefighter content.
Oh, hot firefighter content! I would love that. Could be burnt pancakes. Really?
I'm having disasters here. That was
I had a student try and put a grease fire out by throwing it into a sink one time. That was for those of you who know the basic chemistry there, grease fires and water do not get along. So yeah, that was a fun evac.
That's a bad one. And listen, Call Under Pressure in southeastern Massachusetts, run by Tiger Zakarian.
Oh, Kelsey.
Yeah, Tiger Zakarian.
It was onions and it was my RA. Kelsey, you gotta download Firefox and you gotta get in here, okay? We need. I don't want to keep sharing these comments because we need you to.
Chrome is almost done.
Easy, Brittany. There you go. Oh wait, and I shared that too fast. I'm so sorry, Kelsey. Burning onion seems kind of impressive. Wait, what did you guys laugh at that I didn't share? Oh,
Kelsey's
Chrome was almost
comment.
done.
You need to get on and get your RA on so that we can have a developmental conversation about why you don't cook onions.
Crystal with the question of the night: who is making onions? What do you do with the onions that creates a fire?
I would love some onions right now, like on a burger. Sauteed.
Weird statement, Mike.
You're sauteing onions right now? Maybe sauteing.
No, no.
All right. What else am I missing? Sometimes the people closest to you hurt you the most.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Listen, Kelsey, download Chrome because this is good. This is helpful. She's on a special diet. She needs to have onions right now. Onions usually make you cry. Now they make you evacuate the building and ruin your HD. Yeah, the cidery's gonna have to wait. We are staying on this live stream until Kelsey gets here. Burnt onions, it's what's for dinner. This is good. This is getting me hungry. Because I love
not for onions, hopefully.
Yeah. Onions on burgers. I do want burgers right now. This is what I love. That I'm just gonna share every time someone shares a comment on YouTube. I'm gonna share it. So thank you, Mike, for following the YouTube. We appreciate it. If you haven't, I'm gonna share the link one more time. Oh wait, this is a different link. I was just about to share the link for y'all to join. Honestly, you probably should bring somebody else on soon. Oh wait, no, I almost did it again. Good Lord. If you haven't followed our YouTube channel yet, please do that, because the more the merrier. Same thing with our TikTok, which who knows? Who knows what that's going to look like? It's probably going to be bad, but I don't know. We'll follow back. Billy, how's the new lighting situation working out?
I like it. You can see the effects right there. That's it's good stuff.
It's good.
It's gonna take my Zoom call game through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend recently. Actually, I would love to hear people's thoughts about this in the chat. A lot of Zoom dates going on right now, like Zoom first dates. Before, like, you're willing to be like, should we go to a park? There's a lot of like meeting. Maybe that's more of a city thing, but a lot of Zoom dates going on right now. So I'd be curious if people are Zoom dating. Zoom first dating, anyways.
No, Mike, they aren't. I do want to give a report. I bought this ring light on Prime Day, and fully charged, it lasts approximately 30 minutes. Whatever company this was with this little boop, boop, don't do it. This was $9.99, not well spent.
Hold on. I know. Listen, we're gonna wrap up soon, but we have breaking news right now, live on the scene. On the scene.
Don't do it.
Kelsey, joining us. Kelsey, please tell us what's going on. We're gonna wrap up soon.
It's over. We let everyone in.
That's a quick overhead clap for that. That is a very quick processing. Overhead clap that.
Yeah, it's over. We let everyone in.
Are you going to be able to make it to the cidery?
Overhead clap. Oh, there's a
it's open till like 11.
Nice.
It's open till 11. Okay, that's good news. Yeah, we're just realizing right now.
And so
there's a delay, which is great. This is like, I feel like we're on live news right now. This is like in between Channel 7 news and an SNL bit right now.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
But so it was an onion fight.
So,
You're inside now.
Yeah. Here you go. There's a no visitor sign. COVID plug.
Oh, you can't bring us in then.
Yeah.
Here we go.
This is so good.
Oh.
So listen, are you going to be late? Are you going to be late to meeting your friends at the cidery?
No.
I saw a Chris Rock Verizon commercial this week about 5G. Okay, we're back. Were you in an elevator? You're back.
No, in my apartment. I was like walking in between, so like the Wi-Fi,
You hit all the access points. You hit one and then it kicks the other one. We get it. Yeah. We're glad you made it.
So
but my friends literally called me and were like, "We're here," and I'm like, "Okay," and then alarm. Feels about right.
This is the best. We really, again, once we get T-shirts, we do got to send you one, because this is great.
So did your friends just like hang out the whole time while you were like checking rooms and getting people back in?
Well, they were just parked over by my car because I think they were parked behind the building when they got here, which is the fire list.
Yeah. Do they also work in higher ed? Or are they other higher ed?
They're both hall directors.
Okay, so they get it.
Yeah, they know.
Civilians wouldn't get it. Civilians would be like,
True.
"What is going on? Why are there
They're
fire
like,
trucks?"
no, we gotta go.
Did they? So here's the other question: did they help out, or did they just sit in a car and be like,
They're just in the
"You're building
car.
your problem"? Nice.
Well, like at our
Nice.
school, you just like walk out and then you just make sure you count how many people like exited the building and make sure people are in like safe spots. We don't have to like check any rooms when that happens.
This is so good. This honestly, this to happen during Careers in Student Affairs Month on a Friday at 7:00 Eastern time. I mean, this.
When
like,
I've already had 3 drinks and I'm like, oh, here we go.
That's the only way.
Ooh.
That's the only way, Kelsey.
Kelsey,
How is the firefighter content?
I didn't see any of them. None of them like ended up getting out because
Log her off.
none of them like came out of the thing because the police checked that there was like not actual like flames or anything, you know?
Just onions.
Yeah.
I gotta wonder, Kelsey, are people waiting for you right now too in the car?
Yeah.
Are they watching? Are they watching right
They
now?
called me while my RA was calling me to tell me it was just the onions, and they were calling me, and I just declined the call.
What they get for staying in the car?
You're the best.
What they get?
Hey, Kelsey, hey, listen, normally we leave these live streams up so people can come back and revisit them. If you decide tomorrow that this needs to come down, just shoot us a message. We'll take it down.
I'll let you know, but I think I'm good.
Okay.
We think you're great.
And I think we think you're great. Before you go, though, there's been a lot of murmurs in the chat about what cidery you're going to. So if you're comfortable sharing, people are-
So it's called Sagebird Cider Works, and it's in Harrisonburg, Virginia. It's super cute. It just opened like a month and a half ago, probably. I've gone
Right.
almost every week.
Well, please, when you get there tonight, let them know that we are their first advertisers on a
Got it.
podcast.
They would love that.
We'll continue to do some moving forward.
Perfect. Well, I'm so glad I got to join. Thanks for letting me join.
This is so funny. All right,
Okay,
have
I'm
fun.
gonna
Have a
go
good
get
night.
done. It was
Good
good.
to see
Bye.
you again.
Bye.
It's not going to get any better than that. That's about as good as it gets right there.
Yeah,
I'm playing, baby.
The only thing I'm going to do before we go is just share a couple of things right now where we get Kelsey's my hero. I'm cracking up right now. This is the closure that we needed. When fame calls, you answer. If it's just the onions, does it become the mantra of your staff this year? Congrats, this is Kelsey's podcast.
Overhand clap for Kelsey.
Yeah,
Oh, Gabby nails it though. That's the hero Student Affairs Month needs right there.
it is. That was so good. Oh wait, hold on. I shared this one. And then live from the Great Onion Fire 2020. Oh my goodness. All right, listen. This is a blast. Thank you for joining us for this hour. Again, we say this every week for both the podcast and the happy hour, but this is way more fun when you all comment or your building catches fire and then you come on and talk to us about it afterwards. But we'll be back on Wednesday for another podcast and then probably back here next Friday too. So, all right, everybody have a good weekend. This is fun.
Keep your onions safe.
Keep your onions safe.